Hey everybody, it's Mitch and welcome to my next video. Today I have another Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 Prestige class description. Today we're going to be talking about the Duelist. Now, the Duelist is an interesting one. It's not one I've ever played. In all honesty, I haven't looked at it too much. But, I've done my research and here's what I have to tell you about the Duelist. It's an interesting class. Basically, it's kind of like a fighter with some roguish, monkish qualities to him. He's got a good base attack bonus, so that's one reason why he's very much fighter. In fact, a fighter would be a good way to go into the Duelist. But he's got a few weird things, like, well, he gets a lot of special abilities that come from his not wearing an armor or shield. Very monk-like there. Although, unlike the monk, he's very good with a weapon. A light weapon, usually, though. Just one light weapon. Generally a piercing type weapon, like a rapier. So, he's an interesting one. He gets bonuses to his AC. Various different ones for using his... for just using that. For just using his rapier and not using an armor or shield. He also gets bonuses to reflex saves. He basically gets a small amount of sneak attack. They call it something else. They call it what? Precise strike. But really, it's just like sneak attack, except it's a lot easier to use. All you have to do is be using a rapier, and you get it. You have limitations like, you know, undead are still immune to that kind of stuff, and if you have fortified armor, then you might be immune to it depending on how strong your fortification is. Fully fortified, yeah, you're immune. If you have a medium or low fortification, you may or may not be immune. You got to roll the dice and see. But yeah, you still got that, which is interesting. But you can use it every turn, every single strike. Now you can't have any other weapon in your hand to do that. You just have to have one rapier. That's it. So that's really all there is to that. But still kind of cool. They get weird bonuses, like they get a bonus to their AC for a +4 for moving out of threatened squares, which, if you get basically you get an attack of opportunity when you leave a threatened square. Many of you probably already know that, some of you might not, but you get an extra +4 as a duelist once you reach high enough level. You also can add your intelligence bonus to your dex for your AC, which is kind of cool. You get some other bonuses too. Eventually, when you fight defensively, you can actually add your duelist level to your AC as well as your normal benefits. So that's a pretty nice boost to your AC when fighting defensive, or total defense, either way. You just get a lot of really interesting stuff. Yeah, oh, you get a bonus to your initiative. They got a lot of cool stuff. Really, what they get. They got bad fortitude and will, but a good reflex, which is different than a fighter's for sure. Still not a bad choice to go into, fighter. A monk wouldn't be a bad choice either for this class. Same with a rogue. Really, any of the three would work well. You could go into it sooner as a fighter, though. But you could do it as a rogue, and you could do it as a monk, and you would get some benefits for that. A lot of the monk stuff would stack. Granted, you wouldn't be able to, keep going with monk there. As for requirements, there's really not a lot. Just a base attack bonus of +6, and some skills and feats. So nothing too heavy. And they do get weapon proficiency. All weapons, really. So definitely kind of nice, for a rogue or uh, a monk to get. If you're a fighter, then that's kind of wasted. You already have that. But like I say, you get to go into the class sooner, and you got the better base attack for being a fighter. Really, just various different ways to go about it. You could even dual your way in. Maybe a rogue fighter combo, then go duelist. They even mentioned that it's also known as the swashbuckler, which is interesting because that's actually a prestige class in another book, which is very similar. I think it's largely based off the duelist. So, yeah, now how would a duelist function? Um, they can kind of be your fighter, except for they're not going to be like a lot of other fighters. You know, most of the fighters are wearing the heavy armor, able to take a pretty good blow. These guys, you know, not so much, especially with their limited health and everything. Um, well, no, their health's pretty good to D10. Sorry, I know I shouldn't be looking at it while I'm doing it, but like I say, I haven't really looked at the duelist too much. So their health's pretty good, but their armor's going to be worse than a normal fighter, although they're going to be more evasive. So their AC probably might not be so bad with all the boosts they get. I still don't think it's going to be, you know, quite matching that. I think they actually get light armor now that I think about it. No, no light. So yeah, no armor whatsoever. So yeah, they don't get the armor, which sucks. That's really going to be a big setback for them. They don't get a shield. Basically, they're only getting one weapon, so they're kind of got a wasted hand. Now, an interesting way to do this would be to try and do it with a spellcaster. I mean, you got that free hand to do spells. Doesn't say anything about that in there, so that might be a way to, you know, try and improve upon the duelist, make it a better class. Because one of the big things I'm seeing is you got a really low AC, and you're kind of wasting one hand. You're just using one light weapon. That's the only thing you're using in your hand. So I don't know. I think trying to add some arcane or divine magic to that might be a good way to spice up the class a little. Although that's going to require even more multi-classing than you're already getting, because I mean, you're already going to get a bit. You know, that'd be kind of cool to see a wizard go into that, or a cleric. Cleric would be a little easier to pull off. So I guess that's all I have to say on the Duelist. If there's anything you want to add, let me know. Feel free to leave that there in the comments. Please like the video. You know, show some support. Definitely could use that. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos. To be honest, this wasn't my one of my better ones, but you know, go for it. I got a way more. Most of them are a lot better than this one. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and you can check those out. Guess that's all I have to say. So anyways, I'm Mitch, and I'll be seeing you.